Hello. Okay, today we're going to talk about how do people younger, people in their 20s and 30s, what should they do to ensure that they're financially independent by the time that they retire? I get this question all the time from my clients, so I figured I'll just make a video and you can just send it to your kids. Here we go. So what we're going to talk about, the big picture concept is the power of compounding interest, which simply means it doesn't necessarily doesn't matter how much money you save. What matters is how long you save it for, how early you start. So to make my point, this is going to blow your mind. Let's take a look at different people. Let's say you're 20 years old and you start to save $100 a month. Now we're going to talk in a second where you're going to put that money, but you take $100 a month, and for 45 years, all the way until age 65, you save only $100 a month. Not that much. How much would you have when you retired at 65? You would have $948,000, assuming it's invested the place that it should be. What about if you start saving 10 years later? Let's say you don't start saving your $100 a month until you turn 30, so you only have 35 years to save money. At the end of 35 years, when you turn 65, you would have $357,000. That is a lot less. Let's say you start at 40. You'd end up with $130,000. Let's say you start at 50. Only $42,000. Whoa! That's a big difference. Starting early is so important. If you can stick to it, it literally will change your life. It will change how long you work, what you do for the rest of your life. It's incredibly important. Now, the question is, okay, you now understand it's important to start saving money as early as possible, but where do you put the money? Let's talk about that. First of all, you want to put 100% of the money into the stock market. I'm not going to get too specific on what fund or what mutual fund or let me just put it this way. If you put your money into some sort of mutual fund that is 100% stocks, you're 95% of the way there. Don't make this more complicated than it actually is. Stocks over the long run are awesome. You have lots of time for this money to grow. It'll go up and down, but overall it'll go up. So make sure when you're saving money for retirement and you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s, you want to put 100% in the stock market. Now, the kind of account you want to put the money in is either a 401k, an IRA, or a Roth IRA. We're not going to get real hung up on which one to use. If you have a 401k through your employer, do that. That's definitely the first place you want to put money. You can put it up to around $18,000 a year. There's very high limits as far as how much you can put into your 401k. If you do not have a 401k available to you through your work, IRA's fine, Roth IRA's fine. Don't get too hung up on which one of these you use. The key is actually doing it, is actually saving money and putting all of it in the stock market. And the easiest way to do this, psychologically, is you want to pay yourself first. Meaning, every month you want money automatically, either coming out of your paycheck or your checking account, into your savings. Do not wait until the end of the month and see if there's any money left over, and if there is, you save it. That's not how this works. You want to pay yourself first, where you, like I said, automatically take money out of your paycheck or your checking account and put it into an investment. This is it. That's it. Save as much as you can each month, as early as you can, put 100% in stocks, have the money saved automatically, and put it into one of these financial instruments. If you do all of these things, you're going to be more financially prepared than about 90% of the population. That's it. Don't make it more complicated than it is. I hope you learned something, and be blessed.